Henry V of the Cross, the unquestionable descendant of Louis XVI and of Marie Antoinette.
So let's talk about who is the direct descendant of Louis XVI. Is there a descendant today alive? And who is this person and where do they live?
All French Catholics, good Catholics, and royalists, defenders of the faith, defenders of the crown, the real crown, as stated by the Blessed Virgin Mary to the children of La Salette, must wait for the arrival of the descendant of Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette, who will make an appearance once he is called by a privileged soul from France, who will be called to go and see him in a place where he is. No one knows. But he will be called to come to France and claim his right to the throne. Through the apparition of Marie-Julie Janis, stigmatist, informally approved by her local bishop, Monsignor Fournier, on June the 6th, 1876. Marie-Julie Janis stated that the future king was called by the Blessed Virgin Mary Henry V of the Cross, and that we are not supposed to look for him, for if we were to find him at this present time, his enemies, particularly Freemasons, his pretenders and arch-republicans would seek for him and attend to his life. We are asked to be obedient and to wait for his coming. He will show proof that he is indeed the unquestionable descendant of Louis XVI and of Marie Antoinette. His name again, Henry V of the Cross.
Okay, so are we talking about right now, or is he yet to be born? And I mean, is it going to be the descendant of the descendant that lives now? I mean, so give me a sense of the timing of this. When can we expect him to ascend to the throne of France? Within the next decade, 2 decades, a century? What are we talking about?
The only source of point of reference we have, time-wise, are two. One given by Maximin Giraud, who clearly stated that these events were supposed to take place either, depending on the way the faithful would respond through prayer, through conversion through principally confession and the receiving of the Holy Eucharist, and living and reading the Holy Scriptures, particularly the Gospels. So according to the way the faithful respond, it could have happened as early as the end of the 20th century or as late as the first quarter of the 21st century. According to Marie-Julie Janis, the arrival of the French king will come after that France will be subverted by a hordes of foreigners, particularly Muslim foreigners, who will be coming from Northern Africa and the Middle East, who would start to put Paris in fire through protest, destruction, and so on and so forth. Immediately follow through a sort of upheaval, revolution of sorts, immediately followed thereafter by the invasion of Western Europe by Eastern European forces and Muslim forces who would disembark through an alliance with Russians through southern Italy, southern France, and Andalusia and La Costa del Sol in Spain. At that time, the French king will be called by a French nobleman from France, who, in accordance to the prophecies, will be a superior officer of France retired. He will be revealed through an apparition where the king is and will be instructed to go meet him and ask him to start the mission that God has entrusted him to achieve.
Wow. So that's like right now.
Did you like that video? It's okay. You can admit it. It's perfectly fine. Hey, we cover the big stories of our day, from inside the church to outside the church to all points in between, and we do it from a Catholic perspective. It's called A Catholic Take. It's a radio program Monday through Friday. We live stream it right here on this channel, by the way, so make sure to subscribe, like, and share. We would be very grateful to you. And don't forget, you're going to want to watch this video right here because you don't want to miss anything.